Here at the Bone Museum, we have a juvenile skeleton on display. We've had some of our visitors ask how a specimen like this ends up in our collection, and let's dive into that today. Here at the museum, we're committed to transparency, so let's explore the life and circumstances of this individual. In the initial inspection of this specimen, we noticed that it has a very typical morphology of juvenile skeletons, but on closer examination, we noticed an anomaly. As we examined the spinal column, moving up from the lumbar to the thoracic to the cervical section, we noticed that the C2 and C3 vertebrae were fused. Additionally, we noticed that on the right side of the C2, it appears to completely lack a lamina. This might have actually just fused to the lamina of C3 during development. So that you can better visualize the features I'm talking about, here we have a loose C2. You have two lamina on either side, leading to the spinous process. You have transverse processes on either side, as well as pedicles that connect these features to the vertebral body. The C2 vertebra is also called the atlas. It has this feature called the odontoid process, on which C1 is able to rotate, allowing us to move our head around. In a typical spine, you can see that the C2 vertebra is followed by the C3. They are completely separate entities, but they articulate, allowing the spine to have structural integrity and support the body. So if you look very closely, you can see that the C2 and C3 vertebra are fused in our juvenile skeleton. One possible condition that could have led to this anomaly would be Klippel-Feil syndrome, which is an abnormal fusion of the cervical vertebra. Klippel-Feil syndrome is a syndrome that begins in the womb. The vertebra fail to properly segment, possibly causing the fusion that we see here. Klippel-Feil syndrome has multiple conditions that can occur at the same time, including heart disease, kidney disease, and spinal cord compression. These could have shortened the lifespan of an individual with Klippel-Feil syndrome. In addition, the fused vertebra and the exposed spinal cord could have caused a minor trauma to result in a fatal accident. This is just a possible condition that we can infer from the bones. Because we don't have the full context of all the soft tissue, we can't determine what caused the shortened lifespan of this individual. Because these specimens are procured for the intention of teaching anatomy, they typically have a normal morphology for whatever age range they're representing. It was very interesting that we actually found this anomaly in our juvenile skeleton. So there you have it, a little bit more about one of the unique specimens here at the Bone Museum in Brooklyn, New York. If you want to support our team, follow for more.